Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of September. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you are doing well. This is a reading for any sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius. We're going to take a look at the cards. We'll get a sense of the awareness or the big ideas for the week, guidance, and possible outcomes. I will also choose a few oracle cards for additional information. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we have a water and water and more water. So we have the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is a card of someone who is a master of their own emotions, someone who has emotional presence and awareness and understanding. And through years of probably trial and error, has developed just the right touch, just the right thing to say to people. Someone who is empathetic, sympathetic, kind, and considerate. Could be romantic. When we see the King of Cups here, there's a sense of someone who has authority, but uses authority hopefully for good purposes. And again, through concern and consideration for others. For those that are dating or in the dating world, it certainly could suggest that you're seeing someone who is romantic, thoughtful, generally kind, and just simply lovely and pleasant to be around. And so, a King of Cups type of person may be a healer, maybe someone who's in a profession who is giving their life or service to helping others. And so, this King of Cups energy is to allow your emotions to come to the forefront, to let your emotions flow. Don't hold back. Express how you feel. But again, there's a lovely balance with good emotions. When we are too emotional, then that tips it into the uh-oh kind of category. When there's not enough emotions, then it's like, But when it's just right, it's just, it's the good place to be. So I just will mention this quickly, is that, the King of Cups, if I would use an anecdote, it'd be someone who would not be afraid to cry in a movie theater, in a sad movie. And so when I was younger, I was desperate not to cry. I just didn't want to cry. I just wanted to hold on and to see what I could, if I could manage not making a mess of my face and being the one sobbing in the theater. And, sometimes it just happens. I had just to let it out. And I would, of course, end up crying by the end, and I wouldn't have a tissue, and I might have even taken off a sock to wipe my eyes or something. But, it's about letting your emotions be important in your life. So this is something that's coming through. And so then we have this Six of Swords, which is interesting because, again, it's this idea of water. And here, these cloaked figures are being transported to somewhere else. And they have support. This oarsman is helping them get to this new place. They may be thinking, this is getting me to serenity, to a better place, to higher ground, to a more peaceful place. Here's the rough water. Here's the calmer water. And so there's a situation that you have to leave behind in order to save yourself and your own sanity. So whether that's a relationship or whether that's something else, or perhaps this is like the Hurricane Florence, which is leaving, you're going to have to leave something behind to get to higher ground and to be safe. And again, this applies to only some, but this could be symbolic in a bigger sense. With the Six of Swords in the sense of movement, of transition, and of making changes, you're getting to a better place. And then what follows is the overflowing emotional, windfall of the Ace of Cups. With the water flowing out through the hand, and there's the sense of gentleness, kindness, and again, the emphasis on emotions, the emphasis on relationships, on caring and loving for others and loving yourself, and finding happiness in these relationships. Could also extend to happiness into what you do in life, the things that you do, the places where you live. And it's the sense of fulfillment and contentment from the love that you have in your life. And aces bring gifts or blessings or reminders from the universe, which is to don't be afraid of your emotions, be afraid to show them, share them, experience them, which is to feel love, to give love, to self-love. And it could very well be that there's support here, there's movement to a better place, and ultimately there's a place for happiness and for something good to come. So, very interesting cards. Let's take a look at the numbers. We have 1 and 6 is 7, and 7 and 1 is 8, and 8 is about personal power, progress, making accomplishments or having accomplishments, perhaps being recognized. And now let's choose an oracle card for a little more information. I feel good when I can help others, to be of service, support, of being sympathetic, empathetic, and understanding, and allowing emotions to be important and to pay attention to them as well. So I hope that you have a terrific Friday. I hope you found something helpful here today with this reading, and I'll see you tomorrow. But in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed, liked, or shared, please do so. Take care. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.